This is Nancy Woods here, and I just want to talk about this Buddhist university. This is a Battambang branch. However, all through my trip in Cambodia, I noticed there was a lot of Buddhist institutions and schools of learning. It's, I suppose, only for the monks here to come and study in these specialist schools, I think, where they get kind of renunciated to become a monk. But I want to just show you all these unique features, and especially the architectural designs of these temples here. This one is in Battambang, actually. And these are depicting scenes of 1,000 years ago. And the architectural design is very much in the nature of Cambodian style architecture. It's basically stupas. But a lot of Hindu mythology is also ingrained in these in the buildings. Please come here. You speak little English?
Speak a little.
Please come here. I'm doing some recording. Come here. Tell me something about this Buddhist university. What is this? I'm coming here first time. Is it just for monks? And is it Buddhist teachings they're teaching you?
Yes.
Mostly to do with Buddhist teachings.
It is not all about Buddhist teaching. It means general topic, general faculty. There are 5 faculty in this university. One is for philosophy and public administration, and also Khmer literature, English literature, and other. I don't remember.
I just want to ask you, is this free? Is it free to study here?
Yes.
It's free?
Yeah, free.
Completely free, like they don't charge any money here?
We charge a little bit.
A little bit
yes,
for, okay, expenses.
Yes.
But I noticed that in, even I saw this in Phnom Penh in Cambodia, and even in Siem Reap, the Buddhist universities of learnings is very much ingrained into the society here. So I just want to know a bit more about what is happening inside these universities. Do you have to dress like this every day for school?
Yes, we have to dress like this every day. Every time when we come here, we have to we change from this. We change to one part of our shoulder.
Shoulders, okay.
Yes, and when we outside, we get from class, we have to change.
You change your clothes?
Yes, change our dressing.
Okay.
Like when we are in class, it's just difficult to explain you.
Okay.
We have to change.
Oh, I see. When you're in class, you have to wear different clothes.
Yes.
When you're outside, you dress like this, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And then how many students are going to be inside here using? Students. How many students?
Maybe more than 100.
Okay. You know, can you explain to me what is this? What is this statue here?
This is the Buddhist statue. Is mean the Buddha show his compassion.
Oh, I see. In that pose means
Yes.
with his fingers in that position, index finger and thumb. It means Buddha is showing compassion.
Yes.
Okay.
Compassion to all human beings.
Okay, so you should be compassionate towards all human beings,
Yes.
right?
Okay.
But I also notice all this, all these pagoda here. What is inside that pagoda at the back? Over there. It's closed at the moment, but what is inside?
Maybe I don't know. So you can talk with him because he is the director of this.
Can you ask him, please?
The Guru.
Guru.
Phật chồng gì?
Hello, Guru. Guru, I want to ask you a little bit about Buddha. Can you explain, please? In that temple there, right there, it's temple there.
Yeah.
It's closed now. What is happening inside that temple over there? That big one,
Yeah.
with the big pillars. Is it for teaching or for praying or
This one we call Preah.
pravi?
Pravihara. I think
Pravihara.
in Pali word we call Vihara.
Vihara.
And
Okay.
we can say it's a Dharma hall for the monk.
Sadama Hall.
Yeah, for Dharma hall for Buddhist monk.
So in that hall is
Gather
actually
together for practice meditation or chant the Dharma or
for meditation.
dealing some problem like conflicts among
Monks.
monks and also lay people celebrate like Kathina ceremony or the Sangha.
Sangha. Okay, so this is a Sangha, like the groups of people living in this over here is called Sangha.
Yeah,
And the Vihara is the place where
it's a main it's a main hall for
Main
all,
hall.
especially for Buddhist monk.
okay, for
that
Buddhist
they
monk.
gather together, practice meditation or discuss the Dharma or dealing with some problems.
When you say meditation, you mean meditation like chanting or is it like
It can be both chanting and practice meditation. After they finish chanting, they practice meditations.
Buddhist meditation?
Yeah.
Okay. And where do the monks stay? In those apartments there or?
This department or this side is
Or this
school
side?
site.
This side?
We call Buddhist University.
And that is the office and the library there.
Yeah. This is the office and library for staff.
Library for staff.
Yeah.
Okay, can you just come with me and explain to me some of the meanings of these elephant and things? What it is?
I'm sorry, right now I'm busy, but I can explain you
Yes, please.
some.
Because I think that is about 1,000 years ago. Those sculpture kind of is about nearly 1,000 years ago. Is it talking about Buddha, isn't it?
Yeah, this picture or statue related to the Buddha story as well as mixing with Cambodian culture.
What is Cambodian culture? Is it not a mix of Hindu culture?
It's Hindu and Buddhist and Cambodian culture. It's like mixing together.
But what is exactly the main theme of Cambodian culture? Because I've been here for last 2 weeks and I notice as people bow, they fold their hands and they have a very similarity towards the same as Hindu culture. What is the main difference you would say between the Cambodian culture then?
Let me explain that. Cambodian, or we call Khmer, we have our own culture. Before the presence of Hinduism and Buddhism in Cambodia, we have our own cultures.
Yes.
When Buddhism and Hinduism come to Cambodia, like people respect Hinduism and Buddhism. So the both culture mixing with
The Khmer culture.
At the time we call animism.
Nimism.
Animism, like people respects the tree, respect. We have our own
Culture as
culture
well.
or
Okay.
faith, but because of the people understand Buddhism or Hinduism and they start to practice these religions, and then we cannot give up our own culture.
The Kaima culture.
Yeah, we have to mix.
Or make it make it workable for everyone.
Yeah.
Because that's what Buddha's teachings are.
Yeah.
But what is the main difference of Kaima culture? Like, how can I tell that what is something about the Kaima culture which is only Kaima culture? I mean, apart from the food, Kaima food, what would you say is a different about the Kaima culture? Is it the way they get married, or the way they die, or what it is? Something different about, unique to Kaima culture.
Mostly we follow as a Buddhist way at this moment. In the past we follow Hinduism, but at this moment we follow through Buddhist way, and like I said, it's still passing on from generation to another generation.
Through word of mouth, yes.
From Buddhism and Hinduism in Cambodia, it's hard to say which one is
what, yes.
Which one is because everything belongs to Cambodian right now.
Right, everything is belonging to Cambodia right now. I get that. I get that it belongs to Cambodia right now because everything is on their soil.
Yeah.
But what is the difference? I mean, what is the difference between between the Khmer culture and Hinduism? I can't see the difference. I mean, even though it's on their soil, what is the one different thing? You mean, you are same human being like other people. So what is the main difference? Like, do you eat different food, or do you sleep differently, or do you eat, when you die, they do different burial? What is it?
When we look into the nature, we are the human beings. We are the same human beings. This is the same things. The difference is the way that people think, or the concept of people. It's based on the preference, based on the action. This is the difference between the
Khmers and the Hindus and the Buddhists.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so it's a very complex, very difficult to differentiate between the three, because here what I've noticed is that you're adopting all three. It's like a hybrid culture of mixtures of so many different cultures into one culture.
I think in Buddhism we say that everything is interconnected. Like, we cannot separate. Like the world right now, we use the term globalization.
Right.
So globalization is like world have to rely on each other, and world have to be together to solve the problem together. It's like it's hard to separate, like, you in terms of climate change, in terms of environments. Like, we are one. So right now we are facing the climate change. We have to solve the problem together.
As a global, yes.
I think all culture are very good, but in order to see deeply, to be a critical in practice in each culture, we should cling, or we should collect the best value each all traditions, and apply to ourselves, apply to our community is the best.
So I think it's living in harmony, you would say. Harmony of the globe as well.
Yeah. In Kalama Sutta, Kalama Sutta is one of the sutta that the Buddha teach people to be a critical thinker, not just only to follower.
What is it called? Kalama Sutta.
Kalama Sutta.
Kalama Sutta.
Yeah. And the last word that the Buddha said, if you find that everything is reasonable for you and for others, accept it and live accordingly. This is, it means that the Buddha do not teach people to look down other culture, but some culture is quite harmful to the people, to the society, but we should give up. But if it is a reason for us and for others, maybe that is the best value that we can bring together. In short, like, we live together as a brotherhood and sisterhood.
Right. Thank you very much. It
You're
was
welcome.
really nice talking to you.
Yeah.
And on that note, I'm just going to say that this Buddhism schools and college and universities of learning here, what I gather is not just about Buddhist teachings, what was practiced 1200 years ago, but also what I noticed talking to the priest was that they're applying theories of globalization and cultures and eco-cultures and religions, and thinking about it in a critical, analytical way. So in this way they are keeping the Buddhism as well, by using the teachings that were left behind, and they're analyzing it, and therefore we see the changes in the Buddhism that we see across in the east of Asia. So on that note, I'm just going to say thank you very much for watching, and I will say bye bye for now. Bye bye. Yes, very